Hey there, podcast lovers. Looking for a fresh take on the world? Tune into Nikki's World, where we dive into everything hitting the headlines and chat about just what's on our minds. No filters, just real talk. Whether you're sipping your morning coffee or unwinding after a long day, Nikki's World is your go-to for genuine commentary on the real world. Subscribe now if you want to hear the real deal on what's going on. Join the conversation on Nikki's World, where every episode feels like catching up with an old friend. Don't miss out.
What's up, y'all? Let's do this.
Oh, hi guys, welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today, guys, we gotta talk about the WWE SmackDown at the White House today. Oh my god, man. It was a WWE style SmackDown today, and it got really nasty there. Man, I gotta tell you, man, that SmackDown was really bad. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, can you please consider donating a cup of coffee for me? Because for the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I am on Ko-fi, guys. If you guys want to support, sponsor, and donate to Nikki's World, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, please hit that like, subscribe, please give me a review. Good, bad, and the ugly. Also, guys, I do have a bunch of affiliate links. First off is minds.com. If you guys value your right to freedom of speech like I do, and you guys want to say stuff without fear of being blocked, suspended, and deplatformed, you guys can join me at minds.com. All right. And also, guys, Burner. I have a referral link with Burner. Burner is the less lethal self-defense company. They sell their pistols, which is their Burner LE and their Burner SE or SD, guys. Burner makes top of the line self-defense pistols that are less lethal, that you can basically knock down your assailant, and you can basically put them down without harming them or killing them. Okay? So if you guys want to protect your right to self-defense and you want to do it in a less lethal manner, you guys can buy a burner pistol in the full link in the description below. And this full disclosure, guys, I do own a burner LE myself. And also, guys, if you know anyone that wears adult diapers like I do and that needs adult diapers, you guys can go on to North Shore Medical Supply. North Shore makes top of the line Mega Max diapers, which I wear all the time. Okay, if you know somebody that needs adult diapers, that needs to wear adult diapers like I do, you guys can buy them through North Shore Medical Supply. And before we get the show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, seriously, y'all, can y'all please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today? Wait, wow. Wait, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. And I do want to say this before we get the show going, guys. I do apologize for the last 4 days. I wasn't podcasting to y'all. That is because I have a final paper I have to do for my grad school class. So I had to focus on getting that paper well polished, ready to go. There's no issues, no kinks, and all that. I just wanted to make sure that I have a good, solid paper for grad school class. So I do apologize in advance. And by the way, guys, I am diapered up in my North Shore Mega Max with my boosters and my onesie. So I'm padded up. Let's get on with the show, shall we? So today, guys, I want to talk about the smackdown that just happened today at the White House with Trump, J.D. Vance, and Zelensky. Oh my fucking God. It felt like it was a Royal Rumble match, ladies and gentlemen. It felt like a WWE style WrestleMania Royal Rumble match. I was like, man, this has got to be the highlight of the weekend here, folks. I mean, holy cow. Really, guys, it was like a Royal Rumble match in the Oval Office, man, because Zelensky was coming over to the U.S., pleading with Trump for military aid, military weapons, financing, and all this shit. But then J.D. Vance comes in from the top rope, ladies and gentlemen, and basically does the elbow right on Zelensky here. Holy shit! I mean, Zelensky was like taking jab after jab after jab. Oh man, I was like, when's it? When does Zelensky decide to throw in the towel? Because it's basically all over. I mean, holy shit! J.D. Vance coming from the top rope, waxing it right onto Zelensky and putting him in his place, and all of a sudden he decided to have a temper tantrum like a fucking 5-year-old. The reason why J.D. Vance came in off the top rope and basically slammed Zelensky to the corner was that Zelensky was basically sending men to their death fighting Russia. Zelensky has a manpower problem. He's sending scores of men. It's like his Ukrainian military is basically picking off men right off the street and fighting, you know what I mean? Fighting Russia. It's like he's sending them to the meat grinder and sending them to their fucking death. And Trump and JD Vance are saying, we're not gonna support you on this. If you're gonna keep plucking men off the street to go fight your petty little war with Russia, fuck no. And then you got Democrats who are trying to launder money through Zelensky in Ukraine, which we all know was shutting that off. I mean, holy fuck. Why should the United States be funding this shit? We shouldn't, ladies and gentlemen. We shouldn't. Because I'm telling you this, Zelensky got his ass handed to him. Zelensky got his ass kicked royally. Right in front of Trump, right in front of J.D. Vance, and right in front of the media and the fucking world. And last I heard, he scurried out of the White House went back to his airplane at Andrews Air Force Base and is now flying out back to Ukraine because he got his ass kicked. He got his ass handed to him. And then I'm going to bet you Democrats are going to come in and go, that's how you not do this. If he had Biden, he would get whatever he wants. That's how you know Democrats are going to respond. Because I'm going to bet you guys, I'm going to bet you for all the money in the world, Democrats are going to respond that Trump is the meanest person, Trump is this and this. No, Trump is right. Democrats don't want to admit that they're sending people to their death. They're sending people to be murdered in a like stupid conflict. Pretty much, guys. But I'm telling you this. What J.D. Vance did to Zelensky, he got his fucking ass handed to him, ladies and gentlemen. He got his ass kicked royally. It was like this, man. It was like a fucking train wreck. And it was like, holy shit, shots fired. It was like J.D. Vance fired 3-round volleys across Zelensky's bow. And it was like, everyone was looking like this. Holy shit. Hell yeah, holy shit. Holy shit is right because Trump knows he's not ready for peace. He's not ready to negotiate because he still wants to send men to their death. I'm like, if I were Mr. Trump right now, I would revoke sending F-16s to Ukraine. I would even revoke sending military aid. I would pull the plug right then and there and say, guess what? No more F-16s to Ukraine. Any country that's still trying to send F-16s will be blocked immediately. I would have done that. The Danish that are trying to send F-16s to Ukraine, they'd be blocked. They would not be allowed to get F-16s. Any of the remaining F-16s that Ukraine has will, all that technical support, all that weapon shipments will be blocked, will be pulled out. That means, guess what? He's on his fucking damn own. And if he wants Europe to defend him or Europe to help him, I'm like this. Be my fucking guest. Be my fucking guest. Let's see what Europe can give him. I hear France wants to give him the old Mirage 2000s. I'll be like this. Knock yourselves out. But to me, it just goes to show that Zelensky is acting like a fucking tyrant and a fucking dictator. Okay? He's acting like a kid having a temper tantrum because Democrats or in America will not pander to his bullshit. They will not basically bend over backwards for him. They will not. So that's why Zelensky is acting like a kid having a temper tantrum. And then he was supposed to have a press conference afterwards, but I guess he decided not to, and he scurried right out of the White House grounds, back to his airplane, back to Ukraine, because he knows he's not going to get support anymore from America because after how he acted in front of Trump and Vance, I'm like this. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, man. Why would we want to give aid to a country that's sending men to their fucking deaths, that is plucking men off the streets, off their house, out of, you know what I mean? Out of their prisons and all that. Telling you, man, Zelensky's in no position to argue with the US. Zelensky is in no position. And Trump's right. If Trump makes a deal with Russia to end this conflict, and Zelensky has no choice, but he has to be dragged tooth and nail to sign it. And if he doesn't, I would side with Russia over Ukraine. Mhm. I would, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that Democrats still want to use Ukraine as their money laundering operation, as their way of like funneling money to Ukraine and then back to Democrats. That's how you know why Democrats are desperate to start World War III. And I thought of this, guys. The reason why Democrats are so desperate to try to keep their piggy bank, which is what? Ukraine, is because they want to start World War III and they want to be able to start a new world order. That's why I'm glad when Trump and Vance got back into the White House, we are stopping World War III. We are stopping Democrats' attempt at starting World War III and trying to start this conflict. We are stopping it one bit. We are basically saying to Zelensky, you're not starting this shit. You're not gonna do this shit. You're not gonna fight over this shit. You are not. You're done. You're finished. And any military aid that you're getting, we should stop that and fucking immediately. Because I hear what? Zelensky wanted M1 tanks, F-16s, Patriot missiles, and all that. I sit there and I go like this. Any European country that has our old US military gear, they'll be prohibited. They should be prohibited from selling it to Zelensky. They should be barred. And I hear what the Danish want to give our old F-16s to Ukraine. I would tell the Danish, nope. Norwegians, same thing. Nope. You don't sell it to Ukraine. Nope. 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 You don't sell it to them. I would say like this. Instead, Argentina needs F-16s. You know what I mean? Argentina needs maritime patrol aircraft. So I would give it to Argentina instead of Ukraine. I would literally give it to them. Because you know why? After that press conference today, ladies and gentlemen, after how Zelensky tried to act like all big and bad and all this shit, try and act like he should be demanding this and this and this. I'm glad President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance put him in his place. I'm glad they put him in a corner where he's supposed to be. I'm fucking glad. Because you know why? That's how you tell world leaders like Ukraine to say like this. You don't get to do that anymore. You don't get to use our equipment for that shit. We're going to end that right then and there. And we're going to tell them no more. If I were Mr. Trump and J.D. Vance and Vice President Vance, I would say like this. You're not getting military aid from us anymore. You're not getting military equipment. You're not getting F-16s. You're not getting M1A A2 tanks from us. You're not getting Patriot missiles from us. You're not getting HIMARS like rocket artillery from us anymore. You're not getting that. That's all done. We're cutting you off from all that because you want to act like this shit in front of Trump and Vance, and you want to demand that we continue your petty little war. Fuck you. Hell to the fuck no. Hell no. No, 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 no. Hell no. We should not be funding this shit. We should not. I know Putin agrees he wants to end this. He wants to end this shit. He wants to end it. He basically wants to say like this, look. I want to end this shit, man. This costing my country royally. I want to end this conflict. So you know what? I think Putin and Trump should come to a peace deal, and then at the same time tell Zelensky, you sign on to this, or you get nothing from us, and we walk away, and we side with Russia over this. Pretty simple, man. Pretty simple. But you know who really wants to continue with this? You got like war hawks in the Democrat Party, and that's kind of funny. Democrats, Democrats being war hawks. I'm like, when did that, when did that fucking shit ever happen? When did that fucking freaking shit happen? I've never seen a Democrat act like a war hawk in my fucking entire life. So now you got like what, Lindsey Graham, who wants to continue funding Ukraine's military, giving Ukraine military equipment. I go like this, Lindsay, if you want to fund their shit, why don't you send your family to go fight his war? Why don't you go send your family? You know what? Why don't you go over there and go fight their war? It's pretty simple. The fact of the matter is, guys, the fact of the matter is here is that Democrats want to use Ukraine as their piggy bank, as their Wells Fargo or Bank of America. That's why they want to continue this conflict, so that way they can basically money launder. But thank the Lord, thank Buddha that we have Donald J. Trump running this country again, and we're ending their money laundering scheme. We're ending their piggy bank. And thank God and Buddha that we're ending it. But the fact is, man, and I do like this, man, is that holy cow. I mean, holy cow. Trump tears the living fuck out of Zelensky. J.D. Vance comes in with the Marine Corps style knife hand on him, of all things. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, man. Did I see the knife hands come out? Holy cow. I mean, holy shit. Man, they don't JD Vance don't fuck around here, man. JD Vance actually put Zelensky in his place, and Trump sat back there like this going, that's why I got this guy. That's why I got him, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, damn, damn. But here's the sad thing, guys. Here's the sad thing. Zelensky is not acting like he's thankful for the US. Zelensky is acting like a thug. Zelensky is acting like like a petty little kid who wants everything handed to him, like basically hand and foot. Well, you know what? It's not happening, ladies and gentlemen. It is not happening. But I'm telling you this right now, guys. Man, when the shots were fired across the bow, holy shit, man. Holy shit. You knew Zelensky was going to try to grandstand, ladies and gentlemen. You knew he was going to try to grandstand by saying, oh, my country needs military aid. My country needs troops. Well, you already sent, what, how many troops to the meat grinder in front of Russia? Being, what, maimed, killed? Or being put in, like, POW camps? Holy fuck. Man, holy fuck. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, Zelensky is trying to gall America into like basically bailing him out. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to happen. But what I will say this, guys, I will say this. I will say this, man. Zelensky is in no fucking position to literally argue for help from the from America. He, he has no cards to play anymore. He has no political connections in America anymore. He has none. He is done. He is literally, excuse me, fucking finished. He is literally wiped off the table. And, and let's play this out here. I know Mr. Trump and Vice President Vance will literally cut off Zelensky from buying F-16s, M1 tanks, or anything in the U.S. military. Any military gear, weapons, and all that, he'll be cut off from them within 2 fucking seconds. By the time he lands back in Ukraine, he can kiss any chance of ever getting U.S. military gear ever again. Even from our allies in Europe, he can kiss that all goodbye. He can kiss that F-16 goodbye. Because whatever amount of F-16s that he has, which I believe he got 2 of them, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So he might as well just be begging France to give him the old, you know what I mean, the old Mirage 2000s. He might as well be begging them. He might as well be saying, hey, I need this, I need this, I need this. He might as well. Because you know full damn well, he ain't going to get it from Trump in America anymore. He what he did today in front of the Oval Office sealed his damn fate, sealed his country. He literally ended any hope of ever getting help from America ever again. He is done. He is finished. He is basically gone, wiped out, finito. And basically, all I'm going to say like this, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats' Ukraine piggy bank is over. And for us to support his fight with Russia, go on, went like this, poof, up in damn smoke. And I bet you I saw the smoke clouds from the White House all the way to my house here in Connecticut. I bet you that smoke clouds was that like Zelensky's hope of getting Trump in America to help him went up in smoke. It was like, whoo. I was like, wow, wow, wow. I was like, holy cow, man. Zelensky now, he's on his own. He's on his own. We're trying to bring world peace and peace through strength here in America, in the United States of America, and to the world community. But you know what? You got like petty little tyrants like Zelensky trying to continue his petty little fight with Russia, and Russia saying, we don't want to fight this guy. We're trying to stop this guy from fighting. Yeah, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much. But I will tell you this, man. This guy's at Zelensky, as he's flying out of America back to Ukraine, he's probably shitting himself in his pants, going, "Oh fuck, what did I fucking do now?" Yeah, he's probably on his way back to Ukraine, shitting in his damn pants. He probably is right now, and it ain't pretty, okay? It ain't pretty. But I want to talk about this now, guys. I want to talk about like what happened, okay? Oh my god. The other day when Trump had the UK premiere, which was Kyle Starmer, he or Starmer, he had him here in the Oval Office yesterday. Oh my god. Oh my god. J.D. Vance again from the fucking basically slam Starmer like no tomorrow. I mean, basically from the top rope went right on Starmer because he slammed him because Starmer likes to say like this, oh, we had freedom of speech. J.D. Vance just highlighted that his country is sending law enforcement after people posting on what Facebook X, going after people for silently praying at an abortion clinic, and then having like this what Metropolitan PD commissioner in UK threatening to arrest Americans for their freedom of speech. I say like this, man. J.D. Vance coming off the top rope, slamming into Starmer over his so-called freedom of speech, which in reality was him being an authoritarian trying to protect the Muslim migrants. Telling you, ladies and gentlemen, telling you, man, J.D. Vance is on a fucking damn roll. J.D. Vance literally off the damn third rope, slamming into Starmer over his so-called freedom of speech, which is more like authoritarianism. I mean, J.D. Vance highlighting that he's arresting people for saying stuff about his government, his law enforcement, sending police officers, social workers, or psychiatrists to their house and arresting people for speaking freely. UK is in no position to speak about freedom of speech. If their people can't speak freely, they have no freedom of speech. And I'm going to say this to all the people in the UK, and I bet you some of them are already listening to my podcast show. You want to try to arrest me for freedom of speech? Try it here in the United States of America, bitch. Because I'm going to just fucking say like this. I live in the United States of America, in Connecticut. I have freedom of speech. So you can go fuck off, UK. And if you want a repeat of the War of 1812 and 1776, bring it on, bitch. Because we'll repeat it all over again. And we'll see how bad you guys sail back to the UK. You know what I mean? We'll see how bad you sail back. Because I'm telling you, man, I am glad J.D. Vance is basically highlighting the fact that the Europeans don't have freedom of speech when they claim they do, but they're lying through their teeth and they're lying so badly that, my God, I can see their pants on fire all the way from here. My fucking God, I could see that like no damn tomorrow. I mean, literally, guys. I mean, literally. Europe does not have freedom of speech like we do in America. Europe has an authoritarian government, okay? Where, I'll give you an example. In the UK, if you said anything against like Starmer's government or anything about the Muslim rape and the Muslim like turning UK into a mini Pakistan, they would send their cops to your house, send a social worker or psychiatrist with them. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, these UK cops are fucking pussies. They carry is what? A baton, a taser, and thinking that they're law enforcement. They're just nothing more than in America, they'd be nothing more than security guards. That's all they are. They'd be nothing more than security guards. Our, our criminals here in America would send those UK cops into the hospital. They be in the ICU ward after they're done. But that's why it's like this. UK people do not have freedom of speech like we do in America. The fact that J.D. Vance yesterday had to slam it into his face in front of Mr. Trump, you know Starmer went back to UK humiliated. You know he went back with he went back like so humiliated that now he's probably gonna have to go like this. Well, we're gonna have to give our people freedom of speech because if I have to go and face Trump and J.D. Vance again, I'm probably gonna get destroyed. I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to him on a fucking silver plate. So that's what I'm thinking. What's gonna happen? But I do know this, guys. The same thing is happening in Germany. Germans, for example, if you post a meme or if you say something against their government, you get your ass handed to them. You get your ass handed. And it's not pretty, ladies and gentlemen. It's not pretty. It's really not. But the sad reality is here, guys, people in Europe don't have free speech rights like we do in America. They don't. And the sad reality is here, guys, is that you have people here who basically think that free speech doesn't matter. But then in Europe, they got people being arrested, prosecuted, thrown in jail for speaking their mind, posting their opinion on Facebook and Twitter. I'm like, are you fucking out of your damn mind? And Trump watching this, I'm betting he's thinking like this. Why should I support the UK when my vice president is saying you're doing this to your people? Bet you, man, bet you. When the media went away and it was them three in the conference room, bet you Trump didn't Trump let the gloves come off on him. And I bet you, man, I bet you the gloves came off and Trump went off on Starmer so badly that he went back to the UK humiliated. He really did. And it doesn't surprise me, ladies and gentlemen. It does not surprise me. The fact is, now Starmer's going to have to go back to the UK and say to his parliament, "Look, we gotta we if we're gonna be working with America under Trump and Vance, we have to give our people freedom of speech. And if you don't give them freedom of speech, they're gonna tariff the living fuck out of us." That's what I think is happening right now to Starmer as he's back in the UK telling his parliament, "I got humiliated by Trump, and if we don't do what they want, they tariff the living fuck out of us." Yeah, they really do. They really, that's what I think that's happening. But I will tell you this, guys. I will tell you this. Damn, damn, man. Damn. J.D. Vance again doing the Jimmy Fly snooker. He's doing that Jimmy fly from the from the top rope. Boom. You know, I'm like, holy shit! J.D. Vance doing the Jimmy fly on the top rope. Oh my god! Holy cow! Yeah, really. So anyway, guys, I want to talk about this boycott that the left is doing. You know how today the left is calling for a nationwide boycott? They're saying that they will not buy anything at what? Walmart, Target, or what? Amazon or Instacart or whatever. They say they will not buy anything on that day because they want to say like this, oh, we want to punish Trump, we want to punish CEOs that are going in our direction and all that. Well, I say like this, good luck with that, folks, because you know why? People are going to still shop, people are still going to buy what they need. People are still going to buy what they need to survive for the day. And they don't care about your petty little protest, petty little temper tantrum. They're just going to shove you into a damn fucking corner and say, like this, the adults are in charge, the adults are back. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're running the show. We're running this country. We don't care about your petty little temper tantrum. We're just going to shove you into the corner, back into the basement where you damn belong. Pretty much, folks. Pretty much. But I will say this. I will say this, guys. We all know. We all know that the left will always have this temper tantrum. They'll they're gonna try to do what, a national strike. Go right ahead, leftists. Go right ahead. Have your temper tantrum. Have your damn strike. Because most of the people who are striking, ladies and gentlemen, are white upper class liberals who live in well funded schools, well funded communities, have well funded educations, and well funded law enforcement. Go right ahead. Go right ahead with your temper tantrum. Okay, go right ahead. Because you're not hurting anyone. You're not hurting anyone. In fact, I'll say this. I took a walk to Walmart. I took a walk to Target. Oh, I saw the working class. I saw the middle class out there shopping. It's like they didn't know that you were having a hissy fit and a temper tantrum. They didn't know about that. They didn't. The fact of the matter is, guys, these people want to act like they're tough. They all want to act like they're big and bad and tough. Because I tell people this. I used to grow up in housing projects. I seen these kinds of people who wanted to act like they're big, bad, and tough and all this shit. Who want to act like they know shit. That they want to act like that. They mean shit. But you know what? These people, when they get their ass slapped or they get punched, they cry like a fucking soy bitch that they are. They cry. They cry all the way to the hospital, all the way to the jail cell at the police station. They cry, cry, cry. But I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I will tell you this. These people, basically, these people, they basically like talk the talk, but never walk the walk. They really don't. Okay? If you're gonna have a nationwide like protest or not buying anything for the day, go right ahead, right ahead, right ahead. Go, just do it. Just do it. Okay? Everyone else in this world, go live your life. Do your thing. Okay? Just do your thing. If you're gonna act like you're this and this and this, and you want everybody to partake in your mental illness, that's why I say like this, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have an epidemic. We have an epidemic of like unchecked mental illness in this country. Yeah. We have an epidemic of unchecked mental illness in a fucking United States of America. We really do, guys. We really do. As I'm sitting here in my diaper and onesie and talking to y'all, we have an epidemic of unchecked mental illness, and half of these leftists are probably mentally insane. Are probably mentally off their meds. They probably are. They probably have a hissy fit, a temper tantrum because Trump's the president of the United States. J.D. Vance is the vice president of the United States. And they're not getting their damn way because the adults are in the room and the adults are in charge. Yeah, pretty much. But I will tell you this, guys. I will tell you this. The people who are trying to have a hissy fit and a temper tantrum over what? Trump and Trump and Vance running this country? Let them. Let them. We're just go like this. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go have your temper tantrum. Go have your hissy fit. Go have your hissy fit, okay? Go try to act like you're big and bad and tough and all this shit. But you know what? Like Mike Tyson always said, people want to talk and act like shit, but when they get punched in the face, they cry like a little bitch. Yeah, yeah. That's what the left is. They all want to talk, but when they can't stand up for their ideas and they get punched or smacked in the face for it, tell you, ladies and gentlemen, they cry like the little soy bitches that they really are. They really do, guys. They really fucking do. And the fact of the matter is, no one's partaking in their boycott. No one's partaking in their strike. No one. Only only lunatic leftists who basically sit in their diapers and have a temper tantrum because Trump's the president of the United States. Pretty much. But that's why I say like this, guys. Just laugh at these people. Just laugh at them. I would mock the living hell out of these people. I would laugh at them to oblivion. I would literally destroy these people to oblivion. I would literally shame them to oblivion because these are like basically immature adults who think they know shit, who think they act shit, who think they are the shit, but when in reality they are the shit. They are the shit. Because you know why? They want to act like, oh, I'm fighting democracy. I'm fighting like Trump and all this. But then they're fighting it while they're in their what? Soiled diaper and drinking soy latte. Yeah. Then you go like this. Yeah, whatever, dude. You want to act tough? Go right ahead. Because at the end of the day, you're just an immature bitch who needs to be spanked and punished, and your parents never did the job. But guess what? Some corrections officer will be your mommy and your damn daddy. And I feel sorry for those people who have to deal with them. I really do, guys. I really do. And I have sympathies for those corrections officers that have to deal with leftists like that. They don't get paid enough. And I mean they should get paid more than like like a police officer for the shit that they gotta deal with. Man, they should, man. They should, in my opinion. They should, man. They should be given like everything, like whatever you got to deal with those people. Here, we'll we'll give it to y'all. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about the story that comes from Hartford, Connecticut. There was this Puerto Rican girl who went to the Hartford school system, and this story reminds me about me going up to a school system. Okay, to a similar school system. What happened was this girl is suing the city of Hartford, the Hartford Board of Education, because the school failed to teach her to read and write, and she was forced to learn it on her own. And luckily, she graduated high school with honors. And the sad fact is, guys, that story kind of reminded me of me going up to the New Britain school system. I was in special ed, similar to her. I didn't get the proper education like I needed to be able to go out into the world and be productive. Okay, and because of that, she is suing the school system because they failed to teach her. They failed to educate her properly. They failed to give her the the education that she needs. I have sympathies for this girl who is suing Hartford, okay? Because she reminds me of all those special ed kids who didn't get the equal education like you're afforded in the United States of America. She didn't get the equal education that she required. Instead, she got substandard education, substandard like teaching. She got that. Because she got that, she was mocked, ridiculed, bullied in school by the teachers. Teachers didn't help her. This brings up to a point that it was similar to me, where I was in special ed like her. Going through special ed, I didn't get the equal education like everyone else. I didn't get the same amount of education that she should have gotten. She got substandard education. And as a result, she had to do things on her own to get to where she wanted to be. Sort of like how I was when I was in special ed in school. I didn't get equal education. I didn't get I didn't get like the education I needed. I didn't get the kind of education that I expect, but but back then I didn't even get treated equally. When I was in special education, I didn't get the same treatment. I didn't get to go to junior prom or senior prom, didn't get to play sports as equal. I didn't get all that. I got substandard education. I got like education that didn't meet the state standard, didn't meet the state minimum, okay? Didn't meet that. So instead, it took me like what, about 30 years to recover the damage that was done in my like when I was a child and teen. Yeah. I feel sorry for her that she's suing this. And that should highlight that, look, ladies and gentlemen, people have a right to equal education. Don't matter if you're special ed, don't matter if you have disabilities, don't matter if English is not your primary language. But in America, you deserve to have equal education. And if teachers are not teaching equally, then there should be accountability in this country. There should be a full Doge style audit of our education system in this country. And I welcome Doge auditing the entire federal government. And I believe Doge should happen at the state level as well, and at the local level. And if we're finding out that we are not teaching people equal education, then we should fix that immediately. We should fix that by saying, why is this special ed kid not getting the equal education that this kid, say in Avon or Simsbury's, getting? That should be something I welcome Doge doing. That way we can prevent lawsuits like what's happening in Hartford. Because what's happening in Hartford is a travesty. It is basically a crime. It is basically a, a shame that she got substandard education, and as a result, she is suing the school system and the city for giving her substandard education. She deserves to have equal education in this country. And if suburban people and suburban special ed students are getting better education than her in the inner city, that's why we had Chef versus O'Neill case. That's why we had Chef versus O'Neill. Because not O'Neill, Chef sued the state because they weren't getting equal education like their counterparts in the suburbs and the rural communities. So now they sued, and now because of that, charter schools are popping up. This is why, guys, Doge should audit the entire state along with the federal government. Doge should really go after at the state level as well as the federal level. They really should, guys. They really, really should. But I do say like this, man. I do say like this. I do believe that she got substandard education, and the people who were her teachers back then didn't want her succeeding and want her basically working at a fast food joint or store for the rest of her life, and didn't want her to get the equal opportunity to at least attend a community college and then to a 4-year school. So she didn't get that opportunity. And I think that lawsuit that is happening, thank God it is. And thank God that it is highlighting the fact that special education kids like her need to be treated more equally, needed to have the resources needed. But the teachers are not doing the work because they're all promoting wokeism and leftism and promoting transing your kid instead of teaching her what to read and write and to crunch numbers. This is why I say like this, guys. This is a systematic failure of our education system in this country. It pretty much is, guys. It pretty much is. It pretty much is why this lawsuit should, if it prevails, should send a shot across the bow to the state that you need to start enforcing equal education to kids in school. You need to. And if you don't, expect a lawsuit coming, ladies and gentlemen. Expect a lawsuit. Really, 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 guys, expect a lawsuit, okay? Wow. Wow. That was a good show, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good long show. That was, guys. And before we end the show today, guys, I want to let y'all know what's going to happen for the next 4 months. I am going to be doing my internship, so my internship's going to take up most of my time. Okay, so if you don't if you don't hear a podcast all the time, I will be doing it once a week until my internship's over. Then it'll pick up like every day in the summer. So I have to do my internship, guys, because I am in my master's degree, hoping to get my master's in social work. hoping to get out into the field and basically live the American dream and start my own practice. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. But I will say this, guys. I will say this. You will get a podcast show once a week and once a week only until my internship's over. So you will get that, and you will get a news dump of everything that went on for the whole week. You literally will, guys. You literally will. So anyway, guys, I thank you for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. I gotta go do a diaper check just to make sure that I'm not pooping and leaking. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nikki's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.